Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Bountiful world. So I haven't actually played on the world in almost a week, so you're basically right where we left off. Now, there is a zombie who's slowly making his way over towards me, so I better make this quick. So oh, what do we got here? Oh, that's him. Because I'm in F5 mode, the sound is weird. The sound is coming from my right ear, but he's actually like on the left side, you know? But he is actually on my right side. That kind of messed with my head a little bit. So, yeah, in the last episode, we finished off this witch farm, and that's basically all I've done. In the last week, I haven't actually like started the perimeter or anything, just because real life commitments got in the way a little bit. But, you know, things happen. What I did do, actually, kind of a lie, I cleared this area out here. So, yeah, now nothing... During the day, this thing works pretty well. Nothing spawns on the surface. Yeah, except like underground. Well, nothing spawns on the surface, but things spawn underground and in the witch farm. So I did a little bit of AFKing. This is the stuff I got. Plus all of this. I didn't bother taking it out. I'll probably just bin all this. Maybe I'll keep the gunpowder, but I certainly don't need sugar and sticks and all this crap. I'm mainly in this for the redstone and the glowstone. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool, and yeah, we won't be working on the perimeter or anything like this today. We're going to be doing something else, so I'm going to sort of start maybe packing up a few things, maybe. Actually, I'm going to dump a few things and just probably leave them here. That's probably what I'll do, and I'll come back if I need it. Okay, that should be good. Let's head on home. You know, actually, whilst I've got it in my mind, I'm going to fix the portal on this side. Now, I was AFKing a little bit, and what I found was mobs, at nighttime, mobs would spawn on the surface and walk through the portal here. So I'm going to go through, and I might get ambushed. So let's find out. Okay, so yeah, I did. So I don't know how that zombie pigman there is dying, but he is. As you can tell, I got ambushed by a creeper. That's why there's a hole here. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do real quick is finish up this portal. Okay, I think someone's mowing their lawn, which is awesome. Ruining my footage. So thank you, neighbor. Please move. Fine. Goodbye. Alright, so that's now fixed. That takes you to the AFK platform. This one takes you just to the surface. So cool. Let's head on home. Alright guys, so we're back home. I'm just putting my stuff away while I sort of discuss what I want to do in this episode and sort of my plans. So, I feel like we've gotten in a little bit of a rut lately. Basically, we've built a farm in every episode since, like, episode 6, I think. I think episode 6, we built the tree farm. Hello, phone. Yeah, episode 6, we built the tree farm. We basically built a farm every single episode up until now. And I sort of want to sort of move on. Not move on, but actually make some like big buildings that don't really have too much purpose. Like the observatory. The observatory has a purpose, of course. It has the map wall, but you know, I've been wanting to sort of just build cool buildings for a little bit. You know, switch things up a little bit. So that is sort of what we're going to be hopefully doing in moderation moving forward. I want to be able to start, you know, building projects as well as building farms at the same time, because farms are awesome, but you know, I want to, you know, keep things fresh a little bit just so I don't get, you know, bored. However, there is a group of blocks that I really want to be able to build with that I do not have. So if I come over here, here it is, Prismarine. Now the Prismarine block set is basically the only, you know, block family, I suppose, that I don't have easy access to right now. Right now, yeah, it'd be very, very difficult if I wanted to build with Prismarine. So basically everything else I pretty much have the ability to, get relatively easily, except Prismarine. So that's what we're going to be solving. We're going to be working on a Guardian farm next. But to do that, we need to go hunt an ocean monument. Where are my stone slabs? What am I doing? Stone features, that's it here. So yeah, that's what we need to do next, is build a Guardian farm so I can get all the Prismarine. And what that requires is clearing an ocean monument, which is going to be a big project and probably very time consuming. I've never actually cleared an ocean monument. In modern versions, I've built a Guardian farm before using bubble columns, because you don't have to drain the monument with that. But in this case, I actually cannot do that because, don't have bubble columns. So we are going to have to clear an ocean monument, but that's okay because I also want it to look really cool. But to be able to clear the ocean monument, I need to go in and clear the Elder Guardians and raid the ocean monuments. I also need a bunch of sponges, which is what you find in ocean monuments. Meaning, I'm going to need some water breathing potions. Now, to get water breathing potions, we're going to need pufferfish, which requires fishing. And I hate fishing in this game. It's really boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an AFK fish farm. Now, I'm not usually a fan of AFK fish farms, just because I think they're a little bit OP in the way you can get, enchanted books and stuff from them. However, we have an Enderman farm that produces more XP that I can carry, as well as having all these enchanted books. I've got so many more than this, by the way. Got plenty of tools and plenty of enchanted books. I really don't think that an AFK fish farm is going to benefit us too much in the way of enchanted books. That's why I was sort of hesitant to use it. So, but I think that's kind of out the window now. An AFK fish farm is really only going to help me get stuff from fishing. And also, name tags are something pretty cool that I'd like access to as well. So yeah, we're going to be building an AFK fish farm first up, because we need pufferfish. So I'm going to get some materials ready, and then we're going to start building. Okay guys, so I've collected all the resources I need, hopefully I think. And I've found a little location. This is pretty good. Thankfully, it's not a very big build, so if I want to tear it down, then that's not a problem at all. So yeah, let's get started into building this thing. Okay guys, so this is basically the farm here. So I'm going to hop on in. We're going to give it a go. So let's really quickly turn that down. I'll keep that like that. We'll turn that off. Yeah. Now if I do that, our fishing rod's pretty bad, so I might have to go enchanted for a bit. We should get a catch. Without enchantments, this takes ages. There we go, we got a catch. And then we just sort of throw there and it stops the thing. So it's a pretty cool little farm here. It automatically spits out fishing rods for you. You put fishing rods here, you put your fish here. Because there's no mending in this version, you need a resupply with fishing rods. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I forget what this was on. That'll do. So yeah, let's go ahead and fancy this thing up. Okay guys, so I'm probably not going to release that time lapse because I kept breaking the farm and having to tear the building down, so it's going to be a giant pain to watch. So this is what we got here, and I think it looks pretty good. So one key component of this is, if I come to the top, hello, ah, you suck. Let me up. There we go. Yeah, one key component of this farm is it has to be open to the sky so that the fishing isn't so bad. But yeah, this farm looks pretty good. It's nice and lit up. Oh, actually, I did forget to do this and this. So we take the fishy, and I might as well put that one there. And yeah, we're good to go. So this farm should be working nicely. Let me come turn it on. I should try and fix that somehow. That sucks. Fixed it. Actually, you know what? I want it so that the lever's on and the farm's on. So we invert the farm. There we go. So farm is off. Farm is now on. Alright. Perfect. We're good. So what I'm going to do is I might go to the enchantment room or the enchanting, like the Enderman farm, to enchant my fishing rod. Maybe a couple more just so we don't have to use this crappy old thing. Alright, so I'm going to get some levels and we'll see if I can get some good enchantments. Alright guys, we're at the Enderman farm now. Let's get some levels. I kind of wonder if it would be possible or practical to set up a minecart thing that goes back and forth so I can smack them. So I can AFK this. But the problem is I run out of food. And we're in hard, so we die of starvation. So AFKing this farm's not really practical, but it's generated so many levels so fast, it's really no big deal. You know, there are other AFK farms that we can make for XP. Well, we actually have one. We have a skeleton farm, a skeleton spawner farm. But there's that. Let's, do I have lapis? I know I got lapis on me, I was hoping I had more. Okay, I guess I will have to convert these. That's okay. Let's see what we get. Is that a perfect one? That's literally a perfect enchantment on the first go. What? That is awesome. What? Is that's the best possible enchantment on the first go? How cool. Alright. I'm going to see if I can maybe get a couple more. So I can fill the chest up with a bit, but that's okay. But that's still really, really good. So let's have another go. Not almost as good. Alright, I'll be back in a sec once I've got some fishing rods. Okay guys, so we've got 5 maxed out fishing rods, which is awesome. We probably didn't even need that much really because this farm will generate us a bunch of fishing rods as well, so we would use them to replace the old ones, but you know, better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to head on back home and we're going to AFK fish for a little while, hopefully get some puffer fish to make some water breathing potions. So I'll be right back. Alright, so for this bit I'm going to turn the volume off so I don't have to listen to the whole farm. So if we chuck all these in here, then what we need to do is fill our inventory up with this. Turn the farm on. As you can see, ah crap. Forgot about that. Okay, turn the farm on, go inside. Fill stuff, damn it. Okay. As you can see, now they're on an endless cycle. That was fun. Now, basically, we just keep fishing. So we hold down the button here. Perfect. Now we're going to start getting some awesome loot. So I'll be back in a little while once we've done a bit of fishing. Okay guys, so we just got done fishing and we got some decent stuff. I don't know how long I was fishing for. Maybe an hour. So I don't know if that's very good for an hour. I feel like it isn't. I feel like I've gotten a whole lot better results in the past. Maybe this farm is not very efficient for some reason, or I don't know what's going on there, but this just seems not particularly fast. But you know, it is what it is. We got 29 pufferfish and 2 name tags though, which is pretty good. So let's head on back and we're going to start doing some brewing. Hey, wouldn't you know, we actually do have a use for these now. How good. Alrighty, so got to do a bit of this, bit of this, and a bit of this. It didn't actually take it. Okay, and I do need redstone actually, hold up. Alright, so we got some awkward potions. Now we do this. I should get into making more potions because they're actually quite useful. I just never really bothered. Right, water breathing and redstone extends the time to 8 minutes. There we go. 8 minutes. Now we go again. I think 18 potions should hopefully be plenty. And there we go. That's 18 times 8 minutes, which is a lot. That's a fair few minutes. I don't mind this crap, I was just doing stuff. Alright, now what we really need is some milk as well. Alright, once again we've lost the ender chest. I always do that. Always manage to lose my ender chests. Make another one. Make sure I'm holding silk touch. And now we're going to go milk a cow. There we go. Nope. I need that. Awesome. We'll take my bed as well. So we can sleep. And yeah, it's now time to head on over to the Ocean Monument to clear it out. Now, if you remember when we were doing the map wall, we actually found an Ocean Monument. But I'm not entirely sure if we're going to use that one. I have found, pardon me, I found several Ocean Monuments in my search for stuff. I'm just not sure entirely which one's going to be the best one to use. Just because I'm going to probably have to do some spawn proofing of caves. And hello phone. I'd like to do as like minimal of that as I can. So we'll start by checking out the one that's closest to the base. It's at the slime farm. Like it's a little bit further than the slime farm, but yeah. Let's go have a look. If I remember correctly, it should be north of here. Oh, our bunny's still here. Hello. It should be... I've sort of forgotten roughly where it is. I think it should just be... Is it over there? I actually completely forget where it is. It's pretty close to the shoreline of the birch forest. So maybe it's this one over here. Probably should have brought more ender pearls, but live and learn, right? You know, night vision might have been smart as well. I might end up going home to find some night vision. It should be pretty close to this coastline. I might have to dig up the old screenshot that I've made. See if I can find it. Should definitely be around the coastline. Around here. Oh, we might be getting close. You know, I kind of wish I brought better armor. I might get obliterated by these guardians. But we should be alright. Alright, we're looking familiar here. There it is. There it is. Okay. So let's pull out the breathing potions. I might make a boat. Probably should have made night vision. We'll see how painful this is. And then if we go to another one, I'll probably go home and make night vision. Because I'll probably have to dig through some screenshots that I took. So let's go. The first goal is to get rid of the Elder Guardian so we don't get mining fatigue. We have to be quick. Yeah, I'm really wishing I brought night vision. Oh, why did I drink that? Okay, go. I'm going. Okay, here's the first guy. Hello. Holy smoke, you obliterated me. Okay, you're gone. We'll go out the roof. Go. No, you don't. Second guy should be in here. I'm getting swamped. Go, 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 quick. Okay. Here, there's the second guy. How do I not have water breathing anymore? Oh no, because I drank milk. Okay, let's just be careful quickly. Oh no, hello. I'm going. Hello. Nope. I think if you break line of sight with them, they have to start the whole attack again. Okay. Oh, they drop a sponge! Forgot about that. They drop sponges. That's really helpful. Okay. Gotta go this side now. I'm going. Where is this other guy? I apologize for how dark it is. Here he is. Hello. Got him. Okay. Now let's see if this temple has a sponge room. I hope it does. Because then I probably won't bother going to another one. We'll see. Maybe I will. Whoa, hello. This is like a horror game. Like, here's the treasure room. No, you don't. Wow, I'm getting destroyed. No, you don't. Give me the gold. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get hit. Go, 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 go. Okay. I reckon I'm gonna need more armor if I keep going. Alright, so... it looks like under here is pretty flat. So that's probably a good thing. In terms of having to drain the thing. Or maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But I can't find a sponge room anywhere. So... I'm willing to bet this one won't have one. So let's get out of here. But we've cleared the monument. So that's the important thing. So... go, 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 quick. Don't kill me. Okay. Let's head back to shore. Oh, that was a bit intense. We did get 3 wet sponges though. Hello phone. My phone's just going haywire. Why? So, I think we're going to head on home, make some night vision potions and some new armor because this one's about to die. Yeah. We're going to go get some new armor. So, let's head on home. Okay guys, so we're back at the house now, and I'm just going to be doing a little bit more brewing. So what we need, I believe, is golden carrots. I haven't actually tested it, but we conveniently have some golden carrots right here. Now, golden carrots are stupidly expensive. How do you make golden carrots? Is it nuggets? Pfft, silly me. Now, we conveniently got blocks of gold from the ocean monument. So I'm kind of wondering, do we reckon, is that coincidental that they just added that? Or am I completely delusional in thinking that? Because I don't know, we also got these sponges and it seems like raiding ocean monuments gets you more ocean monuments. Like, makes it easier to raid future ocean monuments. I don't know. I could be absolutely capping there. I need another one. By the way, I got more armor. So this is pretty good stuff. I didn't get protection 4 on the boots because I wanted to keep the other 3 enchantments, but everything else is absolutely beautiful. Like, how good's that? That's so good. I just need this one. Will I? Do I need any more? I think this is enough. There we go. Night vision potions. So what I think I'll probably do is, so I don't have to keep drinking the milk, I'll probably like speed run to the, I don't want to carry these bottles. That's fine, I'm going to pick them up anyway. What I'm going to do is probably speed run to the Elder Guardians, destroy them, then drink my potions, and then search around for the stuff, just so I'm not wasting all these potions. Do I need more milk? No, I don't. We're good. So let's pop these away. Awesome. let's head on back. Okay, guys, so I'm sailing away from the base right now because we're going to go to the next ocean monument. Now, when we did the map wall, I actually did find other ocean monuments, which is pretty cool, and I noted down some coordinates of them. So there should be an ocean monument sort of this way a bit further. Well, I say a bit further, we're about like 700 blocks away from it, so I'll check back in once we're there. Move, squid! Nearly caused me to crash. There it is. There's the next ocean monument. And this one looks terrible to make a farm out of because they're always at the same height, so they cut into the terrain if they're really low, I think that's how it works. So like for example, this one here, bit hard to see now, but you can see once we get in there. It's like cut straight into the terrain. And that is a great start, so. Hey, let's hop on in. Hello. Oh, destroyed. You're not going to hit me at all, bro. I think not. Okay. Stop. Hello. Oh my god, I might die. I'm gonna heal. Oh, by the way. That's the easiest way to replenish. Oh, you suck. What? Okay, I think I know where the next guy is. That was really special of you. Hello. Alrighty. Night vision time. That's so much better! Wow! That is much better. Alright, I'm going to now start searching around. Try and find a sponge room. Because I want a lot of sponges when we drain the monument. And I don't know which one I'm going to drain yet. Definitely not this one because of how, like, much terrain is there is around it. Actually, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. I guess it really depends on how many caves are in, like, in the underneath. Hello. I'm almost tempted to pick up some sea lanterns because I love sea lanterns. Sea lanterns probably my favorite block in the game. Also, sea lanterns are just so good. I'm so gutted I haven't been able to build with them yet. No, we got things to do. Got more important things to do. Are you really about to tell me this temple doesn't have a sponge room either? No. I don't think this temple has a sponge room either. Well, that sucks. Nope, I think we are out of luck. Shame. Oh, well, we got 3 more sponges at least from the Guardians, so that's... from the Elder Guardians, so that's something, I suppose. Alright, and wow, that looks cool. I'm moving away now. Alright, let's try and find another ocean monument real quick. Alright guys, so I found one almost directly north of here, so I went the wrong way, silly me. So let's go on over here. If you're ever searching the ocean, take screenshots of your ocean monuments. It's very helpful. They don't seem to be very rare. There it is. Not very rare at all. Like, there's one there and one right here. Okay, this one doesn't look too bad in terms of area. I really guess it matters where. Like, it matters more what caves are underneath it. There it is. Hello. A strength potion probably would have been clever. Ugh, you... Alright. Hello. You can do what you like now. Actually, please don't, because... Oh, don't... Come back! Where are you going? Don't you want to die? Water breathing and nope. No, 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 no. I have made a mistake. Get away. Gonna run over here. Night vision. I don't need that anymore. I can start getting rid of these because they're annoying me now. Okay. That was kind of close. Let's see if I can find a damn sponge room. You know, I'm going to take a few. Just because they're nice. Much easier to get than glowstone. Actually, probably not, because we have a witch farm now. Are you really telling me there's no sponge room in this temple too? I don't know what the chances are that they don't have a sponge room, but... I've gotten a bit unlucky. It actually sort of seems like there's no sponge room. In this one as well. What absolute rubbish! Right, we're gonna have to go find another one. What a shame. Alright, thank you temple for your service. But you provided no service, actually. Okay, I've got 2 more temples screenshotted. So we're gonna head to this one here now. There it is. I will probably make a pit stop. And get more like potions ready to go because I'm probably gonna get mining fatigued. Alright, what's this? Number 4? Yeah, because I just collected 2 and we had 1 from last time, so that's... Hang on, yeah. 9 sponges, so we've done 3. So number 4, here we go. Please contain a sponge room. I need it to sponges. I will stop killing your leaders if you give me a sponge room. That is a promise. Not a promise, but... It's gonna kill me before I even get in here. Okay, I need to hide for a minute. Whoop. Whoop. Thank you. Hello. Awesome. Okay, now I need one of them, one of them. Oh my god, yes. Finally. It took ages, way too long to find that sponge room. And here's the gold block, or the gold room. How convenient. 42 sponges. I've got 1 more temple that I've found. So I kind of want to go and try and find that. Because there might be more sponges in that one too. Might as well, you know. I'm already here. I've already got the gear. Oh my gosh. Yes! Just as I was ready to leave. I don't know if there can be 3. It'd be great if there could be 3. Actually, I'm pretty sure there can be kind of as many as possible, you know? They're just like, you know, like end ships. Not end ships, like buildings on an end city. You know, they have a chance of spawning and they have a chance of not spawning. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. And sometimes you can get a crazy amount. Okay, I do have 1 more end city. Oh my god! Stop! Please don't kill me! Oh my god! Dude. I was half a heart away from... Are they still attacking me? Stay away. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I'm going the wrong way. It's actually that way. Oh my goodness. I was half a heart away from all of this sink into the bottom of the ocean, and there's no way I'm getting back here in time for it to all not despawn. Oh my lord. Guess that's a strong reminder to be careful and not underestimate these things. This seems like a pretty good one though. Like not too much land underneath the temple. And also no land sort of nearby except kind of that one, but that's probably far enough away. Alright, we're going to head off to the last one. There it is. I see it coming into distance. That one looks a bit annoying to clear out. Now, mind you, I haven't actually decided on a design for the farm yet. Sort of just worried about getting like this, like clearing it out. That looks pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to build near that. Alright, let's go. You gotta be kidding me. No, stop. Go, 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 go. Hello. Anyone home? Thank you. Sweet. Oh, hello. That's what we like to see. Don't need that. I wasn't going to run out of room, but that's okay. I'm happy getting rid of a water bottle. They go so fun. They go so crazy. It's funny. Right, am I going to get a second sponge room? Maybe. Please. I'd be very appreciative if I got another sponge room. These guys don't need it. Like the sponges are completely soaked anyway. Oh my gosh. I nearly just ran right past it. I was like, hang on, I just saw some yellow. Nice, we got another sponge room. Perfect. 136 sponges, that's very good. Yeah, this looks terrible to tidy up. Okay, let's head on home, I think. Whereabouts are we? Well, I might actually be able to intercept the witch farm. I don't know where the witch farm is. I'm hoping it's this way. Hopefully I can find it so I can just nether portal home without having to sail, 2,000 blocks. Pretty sure the witch farm's around here somewhere. Oh, I see a swamp. Is that my swamp? Yes, it is. There's the witch farm. Phew, that saved a lot of walking, so I'll meet you guys back at the base. Alright, I'm going to chuck these in here. I know that you can place them in the nether and dry them, but that takes excruciatingly long because I'd have to break them all. So I'm just going to do that for now. I've got other things to do for the minute. Alright, we've got our first set of prismarine items. It's kind of cool. Okay guys, so I'm being a dirty little cheater right now and using a separate world for spectator mode just to try and see how many caves underneath these ones. I'm only going to do the ones I've been to because I'm not that much of a cheater. So I've raided this one and I'm wondering if there's actually, was I correct in thinking there's no sponge room? I don't know, I don't care that much, I've got enough sponges. This one looks a bit sucky. There's a whole lot of caves around and underneath this one there is a fair bit of water to clear out, but you know what, this is not too bad. And it's also the closest one to the base, so it'd be easier to get to. Not too bad. Alright, let's go to the second one. Okay guys, this is the second one we went to. It's the one that is basically indented into an underwater mountain. And yeah, this is no good. Look at this. Because I need it sort of basically out to here. It needs to have sort of minimal caves. So actually, you know what? This is not terrible. It will have less clearing of underneath. That's a bonus. Okay, I might have judged this one too harshly. This is not too bad, actually. Just back here. Although this looks like one basically pretty big cave system. So this one's not too bad, actually. It is right next to land, though, so that's a bit iffy. Alright, that one's not too bad. Let's go to the next one. Alright, less land to deal with, but still a bit of land. Alright, that's not terrible. That's not bad. I don't have to do every single cave. It's just more caves I can do, the better it is. Oh, a mine shaft. Hello. Yeah, this one's not terrible. And underneath here, it's not terrible either. Cool. Alright, the one with the sponge rooms. Okay, not too much to clear under here. Yeah, that sucks. No way. There's a spawner there, nice. Yeah. Nah, that's too much. On to the next. Alright, and here's this one here. Fair bit of underwater clearing to do. But that also means a lot of them are gonna... Oh, actually, no, they won't. They don't spawn underneath here. Wow. Wow, alright. I could probably... I'd probably literally have to do none. Maybe this cave here. There's no caves at all. This is perfect. I don't care that I don't really care that there's a lot of water. That's easy to do. I don't have to go find caves to light up. Alright, so this one is the furthest away, but I think this is perfect. Alright, this is probably gonna be our guardian farm. Cool. It's got this thing to look at too, that's nice. I'm amazed. I am actually quite amazed at that. That is awesome. Alrighty, let's head on back to the world and start preparing. Okay guys, so the first step is going to definitely be linking them up in the nether, so I don't have to keep going there all the time. So basically I need to go to around about -50, -240 in the nether, which is actually not too bad. I was expecting more. But yeah, I was thinking of sucking it up and doing the one that's closer to our base. Just because then it might be easier to link up, but I don't really care all that much. I'm probably never going to make a path through that stupid birch forest anyway. Hello? Lag. Why is my... What is this? Okay, I'm going to reload the game real quick. Hang on. Okay, we are back, and I went the wrong way. Okay, it's directly in the middle of here, which is not ideal. It doesn't actually have to be very precise. Do I want to be lazy? Yeah, as long as the portal's sort of near. I could be lazy and just keep going. I'm gonna do that. I can dig a new tunnel later. I'm just gonna... No, I'm not digging a tunnel 3 blocks to the side just so I can do that. I will have to edit the sign though. Awesome. Okay, so now we need to go to around about 240. So I'm using this burner pickaxe here that I found because I insta-mine anyway, and now I don't lose my... or waste my silk touch. So let's go. Alrighty, let's go. Of course. I don't know why I didn't think that would happen. I thought I might have been on like a little platform above the ocean. Like I thought it would do that thing where it puts me above the ocean, but no, it puts me straight in a cave. Alright. I don't think they're attacking me, I think they're attacking the squids. Let's see where this pops me. Perfect. Will this pop me back? Oh, damn it! Okay, I'm gonna have to do a bit of better linking up in the nether. Okay, with a bit of luck, this time we might pop out on that portal there. Come on. Please. Thank goodness. And this, where does this pop me? Hooray! Alright. Let's get this path finished up. Okay guys, so I've set up a little island here to stand on. There's the monument. Looking menacing as all, and we're about to take it over. So, pretty keen. So what we need to do now is we need to go and find a bunch of sand. So that's sort of the next step. We need to bring a whole lot of sand over. So let's head on home. Tempted to upgrade this tunnel with like packed ice and trapdoors or whatever to try and make it faster, or maybe even a minecart rail, just so it's a bit quicker to go up and down it every time. Oh yeah, by the way, I've also fixed this up, so now the portal's not straight here. This is the bottom portal, that's the top portal. I'll put like a sign up there when I can remember. Alright guys, so I've just procured a few shovels. I won't use the efficiency 5 one, I'll just use one of these burner ones. Just because we need a bunch of sand. So we're going to head off to the desert, try and go nice and far away and get a whole lot of sand. I'm not entirely sure how much sand we'll need. The more sand I have, the easier it'll be to, fill up, and I can use less sponges. But sponges are pretty quick as well, so we're just going to sort of go for maybe 6 double chests to start with, and I can get more if we need. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so I found a pretty decent spot. It's pretty far away, so it's not in the way. So yeah, basically we're just going to mine a lot of sand. Alright guys, so I've got a full inventory almost, and almost a full ender chest as well because I got other tools in there to use. So yeah, now we're going to head on home and start moving over, and I'm going to do that a couple more times. So I'm probably going to just cut to when I'm like sort of ready to start clearing the temple. So I'll be back shortly. Okay guys, so we're back at the ocean monument now, and I've gotten 2.5 double chests of sand. And I'm sick of mining sand, so we're going to sort of start this off now, and this probably won't be enough, actually. Definitely won't be enough. But that's okay, we'll get started, and if I need more sand, we'll go back and get some more. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start clearing this out, so cut to the time lapse. Okay guys, so I got some good news and bad news. The good news is that we've got a lot of the sand placed, so we can almost begin clearing this out. But the bad news is, halfway through doing this, I got a power cut in my house and lost the replay footage. So none of the footage, or none of the actual progress was lost, it's just my replay mod footage got lost after doing the outside border roughly, which is unfortunate. So you won't get to see me do that, but I assure you I've placed a whole lot of sand. I also went and dug more, and I've got a fair bit left, surprisingly, but, you know, there's always a reason to have sand. I think that's all the stuff I need. Or all the stuff I've got, yeah. But, you know, I'll always use sand, and hopefully I won't have to go mining for sand for a while, because at the end of this project, I should be able to tear all the sand back up and use it. Right, so now it's time to start clearing out the water. I might have to do stripes going along this way of sand. I was kind of hoping I didn't have to do that, but I might have to if I can't get this to work. I also got some beacons here. Now that was also, I believe, lost in the time-lapse footage. I can't remember. But yeah, I went and killed 4 more withers and crafted beacons. I used my wither farm, or wither killing machine, to do that. But yeah, we're gonna give this a go. But I have that because I wanted all this. Because, yeah, these guardians hit like small trucks. Okay, so here's my plan for doing this. I'm gonna do a couple experiments live, actually. So what happens if I place this here? Okay, that happens. So it goes out a couple blocks. Looks like these outer two here don't get done, which is a bit sucky, because then it just fills the middle in. So what happens if I go over here? I could have just tested it on the one next to it, but that's okay. My idea could be place it there. Oh, damn. That sucks. So if did I drop that? I did drop that. I want that back, thank you. I want every sponge I can get. Okay, so if that doesn't work, what I might be able to do is do this instead. I'll do that. So how many blocks is that? So that's 4 blocks. I think that's 1 too many. Yeah. So if I place it every 4 blocks, not every 5 blocks like that, I should be able to like get it like so it clears out the whole layer. And then I can reuse this for the other side too, hopefully. So as an experiment, if I do that, what? Is that because I didn't have any water next to it? Okay, so what happens if I do it this side now? Whoop. Oh, that sucks. Right, so we do it this one here. And then if I go and place 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll try on the 5th one. If I actually place this first, I wonder if that'll work. So 1 there, and 1 there. Okay. We've got something. Okay, now I'm going to try doing it 1 block lower. Because, see how that got rid of all that, but this didn't get rid of that layer down there? So, by the way, I'm only going to have, for now, I'm only going to bother clearing out the water up to the floor of the monument, not to the floor of the ocean. Because I don't actually need to do it lower than that for now. So if I go, whoop. Okay, yeah. So it does need, that was definitely worse. Yeah, it does have to be on that top one there. That's alright. Something I will say is I like that there's no kelp at the bottom. That was added in 1.13. There's nothing on the bottom of the ocean that can break the sand. So that was a welcome change. Because I remember I've tried doing this before. I've never actually fully completed this project, but I remember doing the border, and it was terrible having to go clear all the kelp out. Because back then I used TNT, or not TNT, sand duping to get all the sand. I didn't bother doing any sponge tricks or anything like that. But I think in this world, sand duping is going to be a big no-no from me. You're not a fan. We can get sand easy. So let's do a little test now. So if I go along and place sponges, like so. Awesome. Now we'll head on back, sort of start. You know, also be careful if I jump in because it's kind of hard to get out. Yeah, because I've done tests, I don't know how far down to go. Okay, what I'm going to do is probably cut to a time lapse because this is very, very annoying and frustrating. So I'll be back shortly once we've done some clearing of this. Alright guys, so after a lot of work and time and effort, we finally cleared out the entire monument. As you can see, I built a super smelter here just so I could quickly dry the sponges. It actually works really well. 16 furnaces. It dries, what, 16 every 10 seconds, so it only takes a couple minutes to dry 2 stacks of sponges. Which is pretty cool. As you can see, still got a lot of stuff left over. Heaps of sand, which is really good. Because, you know, glass is always going to be a thing we'll need. So yeah, we'll come on over here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I made a full beacon just so I could have all these effects on me at once, which is awesome. And yeah, there it is. That's the bottom layer of the monument. So I think we have to lower it down by 1 block for the whole bounding box to be completely clear, but this is it, and it looks really, really cool. There is some sand on this. No thank you. Alright, that's better. Now it's almost perfect, except for the fact that this is actually not centered. Well, this isn't centered. That is an odd block, like there's 3, and there's 2 here, so it doesn't line up. But that's okay, that's temporary. So, a few things to say on this. Number 1, this was a giant pain in the ass for a few reasons. One of them being the time-lapse footage kept crashing, which is really frustrating. So I don't know what causes that. So I don't know how the time-lapses are going to look. I hope they look okay. Oh, it changes color. I forgot about that. How cool. Yeah, that was one of the reasons that this was very frustrating. The other reason this was very frustrating is because getting rid of a large quantity of water is just so annoying. So this was absolutely miserable doing this, I will not lie. Sorry to be so negative, but this was not fun at all. Like, I despised doing this. That was really, really frustrating. But, you know, we got it done, and I think it will be worth it. We're going to have a really sick farm here. I'm super excited. Oh, also, when I was tearing out the monument, I found another sponge room in this one that I missed. So I took a screenshot, so I'll insert it. Yeah, I missed the sponge room. Like an absolute bozo. So I could have, you know, had an extra 20, 30 sponges on me for clearing out all the water. But you know what? That's okay. That is okay. If you want to do this yourself, by the way, I recommend creating like gaps of 5 by 4 and then placing sponges on either side of the 5 block wide like holes. I found that to be the easiest way. I did a few experiments here just to see what would work the best, and yeah, I think I came up with a pretty good way of doing it. Yeah, let's actually jump on in. Wow. I've never actually done this in survival before, so this is kind of cool and kind of crazy, but I think it turns out pretty cool. I think this looks awesome. Love a good perimeter in Minecraft. Love a perimeter. So yeah, I think that's basically it for this component of the farm. I don't actually know what farm I'm going to put here, like what design of farm I want to put here. I've got a couple in mind. I'm mainly in this for the drops, but if I can get a max rate XP farm out of this, I think that'd be really cool. But I am mainly in this for the drops, so if I have to sacrifice a lot of drops for the XP, then I won't do that. There's a couple of designs I have in mind, but I'm not entirely sure what one I want to do. So if you have any designs for Guardian farms that you know of that can be built in 1.8, please leave a comment. I'd sure appreciate it. So yeah. I'm going to wrap this one up, so thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Ta-ra!